Okay, go for it. Okay, about 6 months ago, me and my girlfriend bought 2 cats. And I wanted to track them as they went in and out of the house.
Sorry, speak more into the mic.
Oh, okay. So I built a tracking system. The ground plan was basically to attach a tag to each of the cats, then build something that can read it, and then get that something to talk to something else. So, brain's gone now. 15 seconds is a long time. Right, so what am I getting out of this? Well, it's quite a fun project. It's a bit different to what I normally do at work. It involves 2 very unpredictable things, namely the cats. And it also combines 2 things I'm passionate about, which are cats and technology. Now, hopefully the cats benefit as well. They get some RFID bling. They also get, as the Home Office would say, increased safety. And that basically means we don't have to worry about where they are if they're away. We can see if they're in or out of the house, that kind of stuff. I'm telling you this because, well, I hope some people try the same thing. I'm hoping to get some suggestions. But also, I hadn't finished it. So if you've got a project that's lagging behind, arrange to do a talk on it, and it seems to motivate you a lot. So anyway, here's the start of the show. This is Bobbin. That big round disc there shouldn't actually be there. That's a jam jar lid that's got stuck to her magnet. I'm going to have to desensitize those somewhere. This is the son, and he's called Tuffin. And he's quite hard to photograph, but he's already been the star of a couple of lolcats. He's entering some rough seas there. So before we go on, I want to talk a little bit more about something coming up in a minute, hopefully, which is, right, yes, a little bit about RFID tags. If you've not heard of them, they're a little chip. They've got an antenna built into them with a number on it. So it works a bit like a crystal radio, in that the reader's radio signal actually powers the chip and reads the number off it. So the main idea is you glue this RFID tag to the cat's name tag, for example. You put the reader by the cat flap. You have a little computer or microcontroller that talks to a server, and you've also got switches to manually set the cat in or out if it runs through the door or something and doesn't go through the sensor. So I built a little test application running on my laptop just to see if the reader worked. Here you can see that Tuffin's gone out, and Bobbin, looking a lot slimmer there, has stayed in. So once we got that, it was then time to actually try and get to talk to the microcontroller itself, which is when this popping quote became very apparent. Basically, I couldn't get the reader talking to the RFID, well, I couldn't get the reader talking to the microcontroller, so I spent another 40 quid and bought another RFID reader, and I knew it would work with it. Which is when this feeling that it's probably cheaper to pay a friend to do it for me than to continue building this project. But anyway, I'd arranged to do the talk, I had to get something working, so I plowed on regardless, and this is what I came up with. So you can see the system here. We've got the RFID reader, we've got a display at the top. Here's the microcontroller here, which actually talks to a remote server via the red cable there. And you've got the 2 push buttons on the other side where you can set the cat in and out. At the moment it's talking to Twitter. You can follow them on Twitter. You can see a very early message. The messages have actually got a bit more interesting now. They're actually in LOL speak now, which is a big enhancement. It also talks to us if we want to see what's actually going on at a glance. You can look at the display there. It also gives you some visual feedback when we set the cat in and out, just to check that out. And there's also any errors that occur on the system, cat died or something. So finally, it also talks to my server in London. So that builds up some statistics. It uses Google Charts, that kind of stuff. So you can get sort of a pattern of when the cat goes in and out of the house. And you can see that over on the URL coming up in a minute. So, a lot of it finished. There are some improvements. Sometimes the cat just sticks its head through the cat flap, doesn't actually go through, or just watches things through the cat flap. So I need to add an infrared beam each side of the cat flap to make sure the cat's actually gone through. And it'll also tell if it goes halfway through and then goes back out again. Pros, we can see if the cat's going around or not. Cons, I now think the cat's users, and therefore treat them as such. But I did actually learn some real life stuff from this that I can take back into the workplace hopefully. And that is that if a user, no matter how dumb, can't use my software or system, it's not their fault, it's mine. And also, people only like to spend their free time doing projects they enjoy. So that's something to bear in mind if you arrange clubs and things like that. So finally, if you want any more information, you can go to a very nice colour there. Project page there. Well, it's probably best to come and ask me what the URL is. It has the URL on the back end. You'll find us there. Thanks very much.